Welcome back to an all-new Elysium After Hours. I'm your host, ChoppedStix. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a game that I got to play back in October during its demo phase. Since then, this game has actually come out in full. Now, I did not know this game came out in full because it just kind of slipped through my fingers, and it wasn't really told to people that, hey, the release date was this month. Anyways, the game came out in full, and yes, it has changed a lot of the original factor of what the demo was, but the title of our game, I will have to say, is The Devil Inside. Now, this game is exactly what the title states. The game is going to be you defeating an evil presence, and this evil presence happens to be over a house. This specific house has had several murders to it. To give you some more clarity, you're playing a priest. Now, this priest has been charged by the Vatican to come and cleanse this property because no one else has been able to. Now, the original owners of this house were demonically possessed, and they murdered each other and, unfortunately, their baby, which that's a really bold factor to do, especially in this time frame of any video game or even media. It's just a touchy subject, and I'm surprised they did it. But I'm digressing. So, newly since then, another family has bought the house, and then they got in contact with the church, and the church contacted the Vatican, which, you get to come and fight these demons. Now, some of the cool aspects of this game is the ambience. The ambience, it's just well done. The music syncs up really well. The way the lighting is set for the entire house that you're in and all over, even when it transitions to a demonic entity showing up that you're going to have to fight something, it just, like, the transition period, the entirety of the ambience itself is just really well done. And I have to give them props for a third-party competitor on this because you can get a AAA title, and most AAA titles can suck in a lot of different ways. But there's some few things that are different that I've noticed while I was playing this that was different from the beta. Now, you do get the very beginning of the game, like they do in the beta, up to a certain part. There is a shotgun on the wall now, and that kind of threw me for a loop because it wasn't there before. The house is actually bigger than it used to be too, which, okay, that's cool. I don't mind that. It's just a little bit bigger in the beginning than what the original model was, but we'll get to that. So the entire premise of the game, like I said, is you're playing this priest, and you come to cleanse it of its demonic entity. Now, the creatures, the demonic entities, I will say, they do a lot of jump scares, especially in the demo, and that to me is not horror at all. That's just really lazy work. But it is a third-party guy, so I believe it's one small company, maybe one designer itself. The models itself are really well done. But like I said, the jump scares are kind of lame. You're going to expect where they're going to happen. The way they shift to transition to peak the mood for the jump scares, like I said, the ambience with that, phenomenal, great, loved it. Not too big that there's jump scares that are, going to happen like every few seconds or every 15 minutes, that kind of thing. You can space them really well, and that's when the next part of the game actually comes into play, because there's less of that prior to how they did it during the very beginning. So as we go through, like I said, you're going to have to fight these demons. Now, how do you fight demons? with a cross. Of course, you've got to use the power of Christ to compel these demons back to hell or wherever they're from, that kind of thing. This cross actually has charges of holy power that you pick up brooches around the entire part of the house. Like, they're just all over. There's a bunch of them. They give you enough because, you're going to see a lot of these demons right off the bat. And one of the cool things, I really love this part, especially in the demo, is that there is a deer head that comes to life, and you've got to use the power of Christ to kill this thing. It's a mounted deer head. Now, what does that tell you? Evil Dead vibes? Evil Dead was one of my favorite horror films. That really wasn't even a horror. It was a horror comedy-esque. So when they did that, it immediately gave me those vibes. Now, the entire story of this game gave me the vibes of Amityville horror, because, demonic house, a priest trying to cleanse it, that kind of thing. Murders that happened in the house because of the demonic entity. We're going to fast forward a little bit. Well, once you get all the way through to the basement, and you go out there and go downstairs, not out there, but when you go downstairs to the basement and you have to go to where the demonic symbol is, casting all this evil, like a doorway to hell. When you go down there, it gives you a boss, and that boss is kind of glitched. Not gonna lie, you're not gonna have enough rosary power to kill it because they throw so many demons out of it that you actually have to run past it. Spoiler. And when you run past it, there's a hidden rosary on the wall, and you grab that, and that thing will definitely give you the last power up that you need to banish this demon. And then afterwards, the house is clean. The people go back to live in it. Yay, you think you're done with the game. No, we fast forward from the 1990s era all the way to the 2020. Yeah, the year 2020. That's a big leap. And you're playing an old priest to begin with. This guy is still kicking around, slaying demons with a cross? Dude, this guy must be the doom of fucking the Vatican. I mean, come on. Seriously? This guy is like still kicking and being able to do the things he was doing back in the 90s. Props to this guy. Must do a lot of cardio. Anyways, so after you get rid of all that and you come back, the family has reassured that there's more activity, and it's like, wait, what? So you have to come back to the same house and redo your cleansing work. When you get back to that house, the entire game changed. Like, the model of the house isn't the same model. They updated everything to the max. The house is bigger than what it originally was. The yard doesn't even look the same. So one of the funny things that I seen in it that, gave me massive Visage vibes. If you haven't played that game is really amazing as well, is there's a shotgun on the wall. Now, after seeing someone mounted a shotgun on the wall like it's a trophy, I was like, oh sweet, I get to kill things with the power of holy bullets. I just became Doom Guy, but for the Vatican. Yes. Anyways, so the funny thing is, no, you can't grab the shotgun. It doesn't allow you. And it kind of is a bummer, and that's why I say it gave me Visage vibes, because there's a scene where you get this awesome shotgun and it plays music and you can't get it. And I wanted to cry inside. But, anyways. So as you begin to do your work, you start doing the same thing. You go to town murdering these demons back to hell with the power of your cross, but with a twist. You get ambushed, and when you get ambushed, that is one of the greatest jump scares that I've ever had to sit through, because I was not expecting it, even though I expect a lot of jump scares. There were actually few jump scares for this game. In the second part, at least. It's just, wow, it actually got me, and I was like, that's impressive. Okay, I'll give you guys that one, because nothing makes me jump. And that actually made me jump a little bit. So But once you get ambushed, it throws you into an entire new world. And this world is the demonic side of things, which is super dark, and I kind of wish they gave you a flashlight because there is no flashlight at the very beginning, and trying to track yourself of where you need to go is really hard because the lighting is bad. Because the way the shadow affects the darkness that they added just needs to be fixed a little bit. But lo and behold, you do get that shotgun, baby, and you get to use holy bullets. Now, the holy bullets are those rosaries that you got, and they give you the power of Christ in your shotgun, which made me happy a bit, so I kind of like that. One of the other aspects is not only are they throwing demons at you, but hellhounds. Hellhounds become a thing in this world, and who doesn't love running away from a dog? Massive Resident Evil vibes. That will always haunt my dreams. Anyways, so you do have to shoot these things, and they do explode, and it shows a really cool like body split action, which I enjoy a lot, especially if they give you a gun. It's just great. They added traps, so that was another big add-in. You do have to find out how to get around some of the demonic puzzles without dying, which is another plus. Makes the game a little bit harder. This game actually ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would be. I thought it would just be like, you know, small area, go from one area to another, and then one room, it's gonna have your final boss, and then you'd be done. Nah, not at all. You actually also have to fight in the dream realm. Because, you know, this is an old guy. He wants to take a nap every now and then, but apparently he's got a lot of stuff in his nightmares. And let's just say that the end of the game, from what I've been told, is not what I think it's going to be. There is no real happy ending to this. Whether you play your character till he dies, or whether he becomes evil and possessed by the demons because he's been fighting in hell, and it's just, I don't know. I haven't played it all the way through, like I said, and I'm going to, because it's piquing my interest, especially because someone said there's a twist at the end of the game. So, you know, like I said, it's a cheap game made by a small developer. The controls are pretty smooth, actually. Movement's kind of slow, but you do get coffee pills that make you faster, so save those up. Use them when you only need to. And you only get limited ammo in the second chapter. And the second chapter, it's not as like, I'm going to throw demons 24/7 at you. You kind of, you know, you kind of get to spare your ammo a bit because it's less jump scares in the second chapter. It's more build up, more ambience type horror feel, which turned the entire game from being, yeah, it's a cheesy horror game, to it's still cheesy, but it's really good. And so far, I've enjoyed majority of the gameplay. Also, one of the biggest things before I end this is that in the cutscenes between actual gameplay and some video scenes, you get a still photo scene, which is actual character art. And the way they do it, it looks like oil art, and I kind of like that. Like, not many games do that. They have very good voice acting in this too. So for a small title game to give you art, visual, and experience, and then top it all off with good voice acting, I give it an A+. I highly recommend it. Anybody who wants to, you know, dive right in and then play it through full, and you want to discuss about it, please throw it down in the comments. I will answer back on any comment I can. So I'm gonna end this off right here, and hope to see you guys next time. And don't forget those tokens.